Monday motivation. Let's get it started.
NNG Podcast.
The latest lesson I've learned is death. The fear of death. It will stop you from living. Like fearing death, fearing something that is so far or so close in the future will bring you nothing but unhappiness, and will take away from the life that you're supposed to live. Because fearing a future that is not there, the only sure thing that is really 100% about life is death. Like, I don't believe in time or age, Like, I think the only thing that matters is the now. Like, you can't fucking say what's gonna happen when you die. Like, you don't know when you're gonna die, so why fear that? And I heard, I taught, like, there's a cancer patient, right? He was talking about how his wife had died and from cancer, and he was in the end stage of cancer, and he was laying in his bed dying, and that he then realized something that could have taken years for him to realize, that he's breathing. And he was like, why am I fearing death? I'm dying right now. Like, it's 100% that I'm gonna die. So what did he start doing? He went outside, he took a walk. He bought something he bought something to drink he wanted to do. He started enjoying the moment. He was like, you know what? I might have a couple of days, but let me just enjoy it. Let me live now. Guess what? That motherfucker broke like swimming records and all that shit. Like, he is still alive 10 years later. You feel me? So he said that was what healed him, was the now, the power of the now. And that's what I realized, is that when you fear death, you're not living now. You feel me? When you fear certain things, sickness, like, oh God, cancer, or you're not living in now. You're taken away from what could be now, like a joyful moment, like a simple, certain moments that can make you more happy, but you're not that happy because you're living in a world that does not exist, Like, people tend to always look into the future with worries and look in the past with emotions. You feel me? And that's what's really stopping us from living now. It's tearing our ghost. Like, our spirit is just being torn apart because we're really like captured in our own little prison of living in the past and living in the future. The uncertainty of a future. You're in a partnership and you're worried about, are we gonna make it? Like, that's what people are worried about. I don't like her behavior. I don't like this. What if down the line, can I really have kids with her? And is she gonna be loyal? I don't know. Is she gonna be loyal? Is she really? What? Right now, that girl's sitting in front of you with her beautiful eyes and giving you all the attention. And you're worried about some shit that's in the future. And that's how we always live, And when you think about, when you go back to when you were a child, everybody, doesn't matter like what type of childhood you had, everybody woke up and was happy, was ready to go. That's like, I talked to a close friend of mine today, and it doesn't matter if you were beaten every day, like some kids were, or if you got slapped once and that was like the worst thing you've ever went through. I had basically same childhood, because it was normal for me to get beaten every day. So I woke up every morning because I wasn't worried about tomorrow. I wasn't worried about paying bills, or, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't even worried about death. As a child, you're not worried about death. Once you find out about death, you'll have a little phase where you can't even fall asleep because you're so worried about death. But you wake up with joy because you live in the now. You're happy about now. What is going to happen today? I'm excited. So we don't have that excitement no more because we're too worried about death. We're too worried about, oh God, I got to pay off the mortgage of the house, and I got to pay these bills, and I got to survive somehow. That we are killing ourselves, and don't, like, we're killing ourselves because now we're falling back on working out, eating good, because we feel like it's too tough. So it's like a loophole cycle of death. Now we eat shit, we don't train, we think shit, and now sickness starts building up. And that's what, like, I just realized, not now, but I've realized a long time, I was never really scared of death. But since I really realized what it was and I could identify that I'm not scared of death and I accept death as it is, which I didn't for a long time. That's why you walk around tough. I ain't scared of nothing. I ain't worried about shit. I ain't worried about death. I wish somebody would try me. That's just overplaying being scared. People are scared, People that are loud, people that act loud, people that act tough, they're hiding something, Like, when you understand life and you really, like, accept every moment as it is, like, think about Jesus Christ when Judas crossed him. His reaction was like, it's cool, you good. I don't expect nothing from nobody. You understand what I'm saying? Like, he took every moment as it had to be. This is the story, bro. Hit me up, put me up on the cross, man. This is what I signed up for, like, that's how life is. So once you start, Bob Marley died the same way. He said, fuck that chemo shit, man, I'm gonna die. This is how it is, man. That nigga took it like a champ. So that's, like, that's what life is, bro. You cannot force anything in life. All you can do is control what you can control in this moment. And once you start thinking about shit you can't control, you lose control of the moment. You understand? Because now in your head, you're at a place that you can't control. And who's driving the boat now? That's like you're falling asleep while you're driving. Death. You feel me? So now you're in a whole different world while you're driving, you're dreaming. You feel me? So that's how people walk through life, not realizing how easy it could be with really having nothing, and understanding that just the breath of air and the opportunity that you have in this moment to rewrite the whole story, this is beautiful. That's why when me and my wife, we lived in a 1-bedroom apartment for almost a year, that was such a magical place to me. You feel me? Because I told her, this is where it starts. This is beautiful. We had 3 months. We couldn't pay the rent. We were down. Oh my God. But this is where it starts. This is where, in the trenches, is where you find out who you are. In the trenches is where you get wisdom from the universe, because you never lose faith. And you're like, okay, good, man. I have no income because I'm believing in this business, but this business is not bringing money. But you know what? I'm going to keep working. I'm still going to go out there. I'm going to stay positive. You know what happens? Boom. Hey, can I book a coaching? Boom. So now you're making $300 a month. And you're grateful because you're like, oh, $300 a month towards the rent, and we good. Now we just got to, So she out there hustling. And now you're catching momentum. So all of a sudden you go from paying off the 3 months of rent you were due to having 3 months of rent in advance to, you understand? And that's the momentum you built in the trenches. You feel me? But people see that as oh my gosh, I'm a nobody. So what do you get when you think you're a nobody? Yes, because when I woke up on that mattress every morning and showered in a shower that I couldn't even fit in, I felt like a king. I put on the king's music. I felt like a warrior. I was like, bro, I wasn't in the small shower. I was in, like, bro, I was waking up. I remember I had my beautiful wife next to me in a room, small room, and I was just already somewhere in my fucking ranch with the open, like, I'm already there. This is the start. So people don't see, they always like, why me? Like, why did this shit happen to me? But don't understand that this could be the start of a really, really great story. You feel me? Like it did with the dude with the cancer, or Salih had the cancer, death. And he could have decided to die. He could have just said, you know what? I'll die. And that's why people make it and people don't make it. Because when you're in the trenches, you find out who you are. It's just like when I got to prison. There's only sheeps and lions. That's the only way life works. Either you're gonna die unhappy or you're gonna die happy. But one thing is for certain, you are going to die. And there's nothing you can do about that. So what you can do is die happy. Because that's the only thing you can control. It's happiness or sadness. And people telling me, no, you don't know how hard it is. Shut the fuck up. How about that? Stop whining around. Nobody fucking cares. That's what you don't understand. Nobody fucking cares. You can whine around and you can make excuses and tell everybody how hard it is, or you can just shut the fuck up and start doing small little things that make you feel good. And it's not gonna be fucking ice cream and watching Netflix. No, it's gonna be doing some uncomfortable stuff every day. Shit that you don't fucking like. All your weaknesses. I hate running. Go run. I don't like the cold shower. I'll go take the cold shower. I hate eating vegetables. Eat fucking vegetables. I love sugar. Fuck sugar. I love watching movies. Fuck your movies. Because if you're depressed, you should not love watching movies. You should start doing the shit you don't love, because that's what people don't understand. Because doing the shit you love doing the whole time has got you where you are right now. Is in a fucking slump. Laying there whining around about how fucking hard life is and how bad everybody else treated you. But don't understand, bro, you don't get respect when you don't respect yourself. The universe works, that's law of attraction. You get who you are. You are what you eat. You understand? Like, if you eat pig, man, you're a fucking pig. You're dying. If you start eating like a pig, bro, you become a pig. Death, bro. Like, it's so fucking simple. If you start taking care of your body, guess what happens? Your body starts taking care of you. I can remember times, like, because of my football career, my hips, my knees, when I was in that one bedroom apartment, I would get up off the floor. And just to get up in the morning, my joints hurted. Like, it was hard getting up sometimes. I felt bad. I was like, man, I'm 35, 36. I'm getting up like a 50-year-old. What did I do to myself? Stop doing animal movements because my hip hurts. So now, in a new apartment, our living room is like, in Morocco, we just sit on the floor. So when I get up, and yesterday I got up, I had the leg day, and I felt like my body was gonna, and I just got up, and I was like, ooh, I feel very young right now. Like, I feel like, and how did I get to that feeling at 37 now? It's by just doing uncomfortable stuff. I don't like doing animal movements with the hip pain I have. I don't like that. But I've been doing it for 141 days, consistently now. Every motherfucking morning. Not a lot, 15 minutes, 10 minutes. But I feel better after 140 days. Now imagine I'm doing this for 3 years, 4 years. Guess what? I'm an animal movement expert. You understand what I'm saying? So guess what, if I do 4 to 5 years, 20 minutes of yoga, guess what? I can start selling yoga classes. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, it's so fucking, like, do the things you don't like doing. And look what happens to you. Because you start turning to a beast. Because you start unlocking mindset levels. And that's what it's about. People think it's all about body. You want to be a big guy. Big guys are most scared guys. Like, tough guys are always scared guys. I don't want that. I want to be in peace and harmony. I want to be happy. So I have to unlock mindset levels. I do that by consistently every day doing stuff I don't want to do. Like, today's the day my elbow hurts. I had a great gym day. Guess what I'm gonna fucking do? I'm gonna go right back to the gym. Hit the sauna. I don't like going there, doing the sauna. I've already worked out twice. I'm in here. I got a podcast at 4, so we come back after the gym, do the podcast. You understand what I'm saying? Like, and I could also say, hey, I got a podcast. Let me roll up. Let's just smoke a joint and chill. You know, like, let's just relax. Like, it's the easy way out. But guess what? By doing these things, I come back with a momentum. I'm sitting in a podcast not feeling like a piece of shit. Because I actually use the time, because now I already posted my video. There's nothing for me to do but to keep grinding. And that's what we do. Like, we like treating ourselves. Like, oh, I ran today, so I'll have a piece of chocolate. All the coaches are like, if you don't feel like it, you should take a day off. You should what are they? All they're trying to do is sell you shit for the whole year. They're trying to get you back in their coaching. Me, when you fucks with me, I want you out of there, but I don't want to talk to you into it. I hope for people, when I make training programs, I make it so easy that they never hit me up again. They hit me up 12, 14 weeks later and they're like, Coach, look at me now. Thank you. That's all I want. I don't want to talk to you no more. I want to help you, but I don't need to hear a day-to-day life story. I'm not that type of guy, you know, because I got my wife, I got my kids, I got my family around me. We have deep talks. So having fucking 30 messages, coaches love doing that and having a little 10K a month and having their customer base and keeping them for years. We don't do that shit over here, you know? It's all about really getting it and going. Like, keep moving on. There's no gurus. No one can be your guru. Nobody can be your life coach. You know, you're your own guru. You're your own life coach. You can learn something from me, but you take that and you do your own little soup. You feel me? Because when I see a little cooking show and they make your soup, I don't make the soup the way they make it. I like, oh, that's a good idea. Let me put that in. The oregano, let me put that. But guess what? I'm going to still make the soup. It's still got to be my own soup. You feel me? And that's what life is. So I hope y'all enjoyed this little video. I'll see y'all next week. We'll drop a video every Monday and we'll start building this channel. I promise you guys, I'll have some interesting podcast guests. We just got to get people that speak English. So if you guys know somebody, hit me up. I'll see y'all next week.